I've got to tell you, my mother loves CBD because she has a lot of pains, different pains. So she's sort of taking, she takes supplements of CBD. I don't know which one she's taking.
Okay.
And she uses the oil and rubs it in.
Amazing.
So my next question is, how does one know a good CBD product from a bad one, or is there such a thing?
Well, I suppose that's a really good question. There is many different forms of CBD, and one thing that I will hopefully be working on through social media awareness and through blogs and interviews is that not all CBD is equal. It's far from it. So we use something called a full spectrum CBD extract.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is we have a lot of cannabinoids present, and CBD is a cannabinoid.
Mm-hmm.
So we have CBD, we have CBG, CBC. There's over 113 of these different cannabinoids, some that we're not even fully aware of, or even what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
But they're all very much leaning towards being great therapeutical plant molecules that just interact with our natural systems of the body.
Right.
It's pretty impressive and mind-blowing how cannabinoids from the cannabis hemp plant mimic cannabinoids we make in our own body.
Wow.
So for me, I knew I had to get making some amazing stuff with CBD. So you do then get products with CBD isolate. There's a lot of products in the UK market today, and it's a fantastic extract, but what it means is you just have CBD on its own.
Right.
So it's CBD in isolation, as it says in the name.
Yes.
With our products, we have, as I said, we have a long list of cannabinoids, and why that's so important to me is that this system that we have internally, called the endocannabinoid system, is one of the largest biological receptor systems found in the body. Cannabinoids from the cannabis plant, when ingested or used on the skin, they interact with receptors that work with this endocannabinoid system.
Right.
So these cannabinoids from the cannabis plant mimic cannabinoids we make in our own human body. There's even been talks of cannabinoids being found in breast milk. So the reason why we wanted to stick to a full spectrum cannabinoid extract was because it's things like CBG and THC that actively engage with the system. It's actually not CBD itself that engages with the system.
Right.
So you need those trace element amounts of other cannabinoids to help that CBD interact with the receptors, interact with your endocannabinoid system, and really just try to work to create something called balance, homeostasis, and that's what it's kind of all about.
Guys, this is obviously Dr. CBD. Fabulous.
No, far
really,
from
I
it.
love that explanation because I read so much stuff about it, but you never quite get to the crux of the matter. And what you've explained now really does give a full spectrum picture.
Oh, I'm so glad that is useful to you.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important. So something like, if you do go into a high street store and you buy something like CBD isolate and you're thinking that might, you've heard all these stories about people using CBD for pain and they're using it for stress and anxiety and hangovers and sore heels, and there's literally, it's endless, the list out there of what people are using it for.
Yeah.
But what we need to do now as being a CBD brand here in the UK, I suppose it's our job to tell people what those different extracts are. So we don't want people going to buy CBD isolate if we know that it's probably not going to interact with the system, because not all the full spectrum cannabinoids there are present. So not all CBD is equal. We use something called a CO2 supercritical extraction process.
Okay.
So basically CO2, kind of like the air we breathe in, and that's used to take the cannabinoids from the hemp cannabis flowers, and what we're left with is just a really clean purity extract, just cannabinoids, and also something called terpenes, which is terpenes are plant molecules that are found in essential oils. And what they do is they have a fantastic job in actually binding the cannabinoids to our endocannabinoid system and to the receptors. So CBD, hemp seed oil, which is just incredibly good. It's a really good super nourishing superfood.
Yes, like omega-3, 6, it's got all
Omega-3,
different
6 and 9,
omegas,
it's got
isn't it?
vitamin A, it's got vitamin D, there's trace elements of vitamin E, there's just so many different great nutrients in hemp seed oil alone. So that's at the base of every product we make, because it just makes sense to put CBD back with where it came from, you know, with hemp seed oil. So you have your hemp seed oil, we add in our CBD distillate extract, and then we add in our essential oils. It's just kind of like a plant synergy made in heaven that then interacts with the human body. It's like, what's not to love, you know?
Fantastic.